Good evening, everyone. Sammy's here. I have a few refresher things, 8 refresher points for anyone who is about to take their mocks or do their A-level or IB mock exams or prepare for the A-level or IB mock exams or final external exams. So 8 points. First of all, always start with your thesis statement. It's made up of what and what about it. And of course, we'll mention this later when we talk about every sentence structure, but this thing, I believe that this thing does this to these things. That's an example of a thesis statement. I have a topic and I have a stance on that topic, right? So London climate, that's the topic, destroys, what does it destroy? It destroys the social, economic, and political infrastructure of the city. So now I have lots of keywords. I have a topic that I'm talking about, which is London's climate. It does something, it destroys. What does it destroy? Those 3 things. So I've got at least the bare minimum 3 major body paragraphs. Okay, 3 topics for 3 body paragraphs. Political, economic, and social infrastructure of the city. Okay, so always start with your thesis statement. You've got a research question, maybe you've got a prompt on your exam. Okay, always start with your thesis statement. That's the spine of your paper, right? That's the spine of your essay. Number 2, which also dovetails with number 4 later on. Sentences, stay on the safe side, keep them subject, verb, object in that order, right? Subject, verb, object. This does this to this. This does this to this. It keeps your essay alive. It keeps it engaging. Okay, it's simple. It's foolproof. Subject, verb, object. Stay with that. Number 3, be formal. Never sound conversational. If what you're saying sounds like it might be said in conversation with your friends, as my students always hear me say, if it sounds conversational, it does not belong in your essay. Okay, keep it out of your essay. Get it out of there, right? So be formal, not conversational, right? Use the third person, avoid the first person, unless you're given agency to do so later on in your academic career or by your professor in university or whatever. But for external exams, IB, A-levels, stay away from the first person unless you're doing something, you're doing a first-person narrative or something, if you're doing something creative. But in academic writing, you only do third person. Avoid the first person. Number 4, which, as I said, ties in with number 2 earlier on, subject, verb, object. Number 4 is active voice only. Avoid the passive voice. Active voice is clear, it's sharp, it's to the point. It says this has done this to this. Okay, so Sammy kicked the ball, not the ball was kicked by Sammy. We're not interested in what happened to the ball. We're interested in what Sammy did. What did Sammy do? Oh, he kicked the ball. Aha. All right. It's clear. Again, it's foolproof. It's simple. Minimum chance of error. All right. Keeps things flowing. Keeps things immediate. Keeps things engaging. Right. Number 5, avoid adjectives to the best of your ability. Show, don't tell. Don't tell me someone is evil. Show me what they're doing that makes you think they're evil. Okay. This way, also, you've got a sense of immediacy and urgency. You've got me engaged. I'm an active reader now. I'm not a passive blob just receiving what you're saying. No, you're engaging me. You're keeping me thinking. It's like, all right, so this person has done this. That must be an evil person. All right. So I come to conclusions. I think, I engage. I'm with you. Number 6, use PEAL or whatever acronym you want for your body paragraphs. Have a structure, a fixed structure for your body paragraph. I recommend PEAL, point, your topic sentence, evidence, explanation, and link to the next point, and so on and so on and so on and so on. PEAL, 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 PEAL for your body paragraphs. Have a structure, okay? and stick to it. That will keep you on the straight and narrow. Structure, okay? Use SOAPstone as your checklist. SOAPstone, there are many, again, many acronyms all over the place, but just use one that is a checklist, the big five, SOAPstone, SMILE, whatever you want, okay? Use a checklist. SOAPstone is handy because you've got a piece of literature, you've got an extract, you've got something, an unseen piece of work, whatever, a speech, anything. You're analyzing it with SOAPstone. So what do? You're looking at the speaker. Who said this? The occasion. When was it said? After which important event, or before which important event, or between which two important events? The audience. Who's this addressed to? Who's this targeting? The purpose. What is this supposed to do? What's this extract of the play supposed to do? Is it supposed to persuade? Always an active verb. Is it supposed to persuade? Is it supposed to indoctrinate? Is it supposed to infuriate? Is it supposed to provoke? What's it supposed to do? What's the purpose of this passage that you're analyzing? The subject, subject. Okay, so SOAPstone, subject. What's the subject here? Is the subject retreat? Is it surrender? Is it a festival? Is it celebrating something? What's going on? What's the subject? Is it a topic that is being discussed? What is going on here? The tone, is this sarcastic? Is this melancholic? What's the tone of the passage? Overall tone, or is there more than one tone? Are there several tones going on in the passage? Just identify the tone, and that's your checklist. You cover those things, you're covered. There's no way you leave anything out. And finally, avoid words that are vague or childish. Okay, words like interesting, happy, sad, good, evil, nice, nice, nice. Basically, the moron's signature, the word basically, of course. These things do not belong in academic writing. Anything that sounds like it's childish, makes you sound immature, or vague, it's not clear, or as we said earlier, informal and conversational, keep it out of your academic writing. Thank you and best of luck.